We are back. My next guest is a most imaginative and talented gentleman who created the famous puppets who will be featured in a TV special at 8 o'clock tomorrow night called The Muppet Show. Would you welcome, please, Jim Henson.
Hello, Jim. It's nice to meet you.
Hello.
He's got to go on the best dress list, you know that?
Oh, yeah, you like my threads there.
I love my threads.
That's Dr. Teeth, huh? How are you, Doctor?
I'm good. Oh, yeah.
Good to see you.
Nice to be here.
You feel
Made the big time, didn't I? Yeah. Boy.
In the big room.
Oh, yeah.
How would you describe your music? What is that? Is that rock or jazz?
Oh, that's like catastrophe music. It's a towering inferno with bongo drums.
Yeah. Do you get a lot of chicks now? That most rock stars have the groupies now that you're a big star. Does that?
Being a puppet, it's sort of different. The head of my fan club is Nan Gora Sweater. Comes out of Dubuque, Iowa. She's really fuzzy though, man. Oh, yeah. Dig that fuzz.
Yeah. Where did you get your name, Dr. Teeth?
My gold tooth there.
Oh, I see, right in the front.
See in there, yeah. Got 3 gold records melted down in there. Melted them down and stuck them in my mouth.
Yeah. Who's going to be on the special tomorrow night with Dr. Teeth?
Well, let's see. Shall I answer that?
Sure.
Sure, go ahead. Yeah, it doesn't matter to me, man. Now, we've got sort of an unusual lineup of characters. Yeah. We've got the homicidal maniac and the San Francisco earthquake. We've got Mount Rushmore and the 7 deadly sins.
Mount Rushmore and the 7 deadly sins. Did you?
Fantastic.
Yeah, great.
And my group, which is the Electric Mayhem.
Did you start this as a kid? Fooling around with puppets?
Well, I started sort of just out of high school.
Right.
And then I had
It's a whole new departure from just the hand puppets. You've given them a whole new dimension, and some of the things you've done where you do the visual pieces of film with the characters really.
Yeah, well, I've worked in television a long time, and I enjoy television and such.
It has a lot of effects that you can do that you can't do live, right? You can combine the film and so forth. Mm-hmm. Where's our old friend Kermit? Is Kermit around? Maybe we can call on Kermit. Do we want to do a break first? Then we'll come back and we'll talk with Kermit a while. Sure. Okay? All right, we'll take a break here. If you just joined us, we're talking with Diane Carroll, Jim Henson and some of his friends, and Dan Rowan will join us, and Larry Beezer, and Norman Fell a little bit later on. And here's my old friend Kermit.
Hi there.
Hi. Hello, Kermit.
Hello out there. Yeah, it's nice to be here. Right.
Are you going to be on the special tomorrow night, Kermit?
No.
You're not on the special?
No, they gave me one lousy line. No, I'm not going to work that show.
What do you think? Maybe you're getting a little too old or something like that? You're the oldest of the group, aren't you?
Yeah. I was one of the first guys.
Yeah.
Long time ago.
Yeah.
A lot of thanks I get,
What do you...
Now the young guys get it, these young, long-haired rock kids playing that lousy music.
What do you think of Dr. Tooth's music?
I hate it. Terrible stuff.
Don't care for it at all.
No, frogs don't dig stuff like that.
No rock, huh? Just old-fashioned music.
Yeah, right.
What kind of a part do you play in the special? They give you one line.
I got one lousy line.
I'm sorry about that.
Yeah. It's nothing. It's a nothing show,
No.
Yeah.
How's your love life?
What? How's my love life?
How's your love life?
Listen, I work on Sesame Street. You don't ask a frog questions like that. You wouldn't ask Captain Kangaroo how's his sex life?
No, I wouldn't.
Can you imagine that?
You're absolutely right. That was wrong. That was wrong of me. I shouldn't have done that.
Sure.
Well, how's your health? Is that the same question? Is your health all right?
That's okay.
You're feeling well then?
It's got a bad throat,
What do you take for it?
I've got a person in my throat. That's a frog joke.
That's a frog joke, yes.
It's real big with all the frogs out there.
I'll bet it is.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, sure.
Can I ask you a question? What's Kermit made of?
Well, it's a kind of a fleecing fabric. The first Kermit was made out of...
Watch that, will you?
The first Kermit I made... I made the first Kermit out of a spring coat of my mother's, and a couple of ping pong balls
I see.
for the eyes. We still use ping pong balls.
I don't.
Humiliating.
Yes, you see,
Humiliating.
Kermit seems very sensitive. Very, very sensitive frog.
He got his feelings hurt because he wasn't working the show.
Yeah. What do frogs do when they're, when they're not frogging? What do they have any hobbies or sports or anything like that?
No. Frogs, we just sit around.
Yeah.
You sit in the swamps, you sit in the mud, sit there. That's what frogs do. Everybody knows that.
I'm sitting here talking to a dumb frog.
Thanks a lot.
I'm sorry, Kermit. I'm awfully sorry about that.
You just alienated all the frogs out there.
Yeah.
It's okay, frogs. He didn't mean it.
Hey, I thank you for coming tonight. It's always a great pleasure. You see, the special is at 8 o'clock tomorrow.
Right.
And I'll catch it because you're really brilliant with this stuff.
It's okay.
And Kermit, my apologies. I'm sorry about the Sesame Street. Thank you, Jim. Thank you, Kermit. It's funny where the fantasy starts and you get so caught up. You get caught up. I'm sitting here talking to a frog.
And you don't look at him at all. You just
I'm
look
looking
at the
I'm
animal.
talking to the frog, and the frog gets steamed.
Yes.
Apologizing to a puppet. You must know when you're ready for the home. Dan Rowan will come out in a moment, and we have Larry Beezer with us, who's a young new comedian, and Norman Fell. And we will take this brief interruption. Oh, this is our new sponsor, I got to mention a while ago, Ron, too. Wonderful lighter. Nice to have him with us.
My first guest tonight, who's currently starring, would it be starring or co-starring? I guess he's starring in a picture called Taking Care of Business with Jim Belushi.
Then he's co-starring.
What?
Then he's co-starring.
It says here he's currently starring and taking. Well, we'll find out.
Our staff made a mistake?
Well, we'll find out when he comes out. He's out here filming Clifford, which says with Martin Short, and he wrote a very entertaining memoir titled "It Would Be Nice. It Would Be So Nice If You Weren't Here." That's the way his mind goes. Yeah. Would you welcome Mr. Charles Grodin? That is the most self-effacing, humble entrance I've ever seen.
What?
That was the most humble, just kind of self-effacing entrance I've seen.
Excuse me. Do you feel my pants? The lady, Amy Yazbek, who's coming on later, felt my pants were disrespectful.
I don't know. I think they're fine if you're a log roller.
Were you offended by my pants?
Not a bit. No. Jeans are comfortable. I think jeans are
good. And you?
Just.
You wear pants?
Yes, I have pants on. Really not necessary. Most of the time I'm back there.
Yes,
I could probably save a lot if I didn't wear them. Let's work this out here. This is my first guest who's currently starring and taking care of business. Then in parentheses it says with Jim Belushi. So is the correct billing co-starring or starring?
Taking Care of Business is probably the most entertaining picture I've done since Heaven Can Wait.
Did I miss a question somewhere in between? Did you answer something else before this? You're jumping ahead to the next question. You see, they have to come in order. I asked the questions, and you answer the current question.
I have certain things to say, and you have certain things to say.
Of course we do.
I'm interested in
But really it's not important. You're both starring in the picture.
We're both starring, and I think it's the most entertaining picture I've done since Heaven Can Wait. I said that, right?
I hope so.
You have to say things twice.
We got to clear something up. You see, and you're starting again tonight. Every time you're on the show, we get mail. I don't say tons of mail.
You use eyeliner at all?
What? Only when I tried to get out of the service, but that... a lot of people, when you're on the show, they write me and they call and they say, why does Charles Grodin treat you so shabbily? Doesn't he like you? What is it? You want to address that or speak to that question?
I don't know what to do when I'm out here because most of the reasons people come on a talk show, I can't really do that. I can't come out and why do people come on a talk show, in your opinion? You're Mr. Talk Show.
To plug this book, to plug this movie.
Okay, and if I would do that,
what else are you here for?
That's what I'm asking. If I would do that, your attitude would be disdain. You know, when I tried to talk about my book in the hardcover, you said $18.95. You know, that's a lot of money for a book.
I
And
thought
said
it was.
it's my whole life.
I thought it was.
And you said, you know, maybe if it's Mother Teresa's life. You know.
You remember those things, don't you?
Yes, I do.
I didn't know you were that sensitive. You actually remember that.
I'm so sensitive. I really can't answer a question from someone who's not interested in the question.
I'm very interested in the question. Now, what? It's all right. It's okay. I'm used to it. Now, what does the paperback go for?
This
The
is
hard copy was-
$9.95.
Well, now we're talking. Now we're talking. You see? You should have started out with $9.95. Then this would have been $4.60 by now. But I suppose the thing is to get it when you can.
Are you whispering again?
Oh, no, you said I'm whispering last time.
Yeah, you talk very softly for me. I don't know why.
Are you hearing me
This is
right
what
in?
you sound like.
okay.
You're talking. You made a book. No. Why? I think so.
Have you seen those little whisper things that people get who are just on the edge of going completely deaf, where you hear something? I'm going to get
You
you
think
one
it's
of those.
me?
Yeah. I think you're losing it.
Well, maybe it is me. And now you want to know why I mistreat you.
That's right. Now people don't understand when you come out here. And
Well, but look at you. I mean, you don't really care what I have to say, do you? Honestly?
No. But I got to do an hour a night.
Yeah.
I'm looking for warm bodies.
Right.
That's all.
You know, if I
If I
actually-
can get 7 minutes out of you, I take a bundle, I go home to Malibu. You know, this is a cruel business we live in, but let's just lay it right on the table once and for all so people understand.
That's right. So if you ask me what I'm up to, I'm not going to answer because I'm not going to make a fool of myself and watch you go to sleep as I answer
Oh,
the
no.
question.
I know all the tricks. I always look alert when I don't care. You see like this. What are you up to? No, of course I'm in it. I admire you. I think you're a fine actor and
You called me a well-known troublemaker.
Did you listen to the mom? You heard that?
I heard that.
Well, if we took
I also heard the people walked out of Betsy's wedding and went into shrimp on a Barbie.
Did you hear that?
Yeah. What the does that mean?
I was drawing an analogy that Iran now says they would take hostages from Iraq. And I said that's similar to walking out of Betsy's wedding into shrimp on a Barbie. But they're both movies. Neither one are great movies. So the analogy was comparing that. You don't understand it, do you?
It's amazing. How long have you been on the air?
You had to get the last one
Sometimes
in.
longevity itself, you know, we so appreciate that you're here. It doesn't really matter what you're saying.
That's true.
I mean, if Ed Sullivan could be here Sunday night at 8 o'clock, would anybody care what he says?
Not a bit.
We'd be so thrilled that he was there. He'd be 102, but
Just
so
the
what?
fact that he shows up.
That's what I mean.
I think that's what it is.
And we appreciate it. So anything you have to say.
Right. Well, we're going to come back and continue this amazing discussion. And we're going to find out what you are really up to.
Sure.
So let's take a break, and we're coming right back. Now, that was our long break of the evening, and I noticed the audience were watching us during the break, trying to figure out what was going on. You were just kind of, and I usually don't talk to the guests during the break because I want to keep it fresh for when we come back. You were just kind of staring off like this for the whole 3 minutes, and people were looking at us. But what was going through your mind? Anything?
I haven't eaten.
So that's hunger.
Yeah.
Hunger.
I was just
hunger.
thinking.
I didn't sense that emotion. That's hunger. Do you have some of the parts you played in pictures? You always play guys who get annoyed rather quickly. What bugs you? Do you have a little boiling point on certain things? Outside of being here, of course. Set this aside.
Is there anything you'd like to ask me? I mean, really?
I'm interested in what bugs you in life. For example,
Really?
I'll tell you what bugs me.
All right.
Being in a two-lane highway where the guy ahead drives 30 miles an hour in a 45-mile-an-hour zone and will not let you pass.
Isn't that aggravating?
That aggravates me.
Boy, me too. That's really. But you know what's
you have
even
one of
worse
your
than
own?
that?
I
You know
mean-
what's even worse than that? Walking out of Betsy's wedding.
Into shrimp on a Barbie.
That really, whatever that means.
Yeah, okay.
to listen to a joke like that 3 times
Yeah.
tonight and not know what it
That
means
bugs you.
is really
Yeah.
so aggravating.
Yes, I imagine it is. Do you have any other pet peeves that we can discuss outside of that?
No,
joke?
I'm more interested in knowing what you really are. Are you interested in anything at all?
Absolutely. That's why I'm
Seriously.
asking.
No,
yes.
no, you're not. You're not really. No, really. Really.
course I
You
am.
really care?
Yes.
What do you care about? I mean, in life. Life. You care about anything? I mean, we hope the show goes on forever.
Sure.
All right. We hope everybody's happy. But, you know, given that and we're all healthy and happy,
Right.
is there anything in the world that
Yes.
you actually
Yes.
care about?
Yes.
What?
My health, and I have this terrible pain right now. That's aggravated by you asking me dumb questions like that.
Well, I'm trying to cut through the list, the questions.
well, forget
on the
the list.
All right, I'm really asking you man to man as though we weren't here.
Yes.
We are here, but as though we weren't here.
Yeah, I'm here. I don't know about you. Sure, there are a lot of things I care deeply about.
Deeply.
Deeply.
Come on.
What do you mean, come on?
Deeply.
Of course.
You?
Yes. I can care about the human condition.
Come on. Like what?
Don't you know what the human condition
Yeah,
means?
but what do you care about the human condition? You've reduced the entire world situation, Iraq and everything, to an opening monologue.
Uh-huh.
And Saddam Hussein and boo boo boo. You know, you really. Is there anything in the world that you really? Do you lie awake at night and worry about anything that doesn't have to do with the show or yourself?
Yes, the mentally impaired.
You're afraid.
Nobody's perfect.
You're afraid that you're going to become mentally impaired?
No.
I see.
I think you missed that. All right, let's talk.
Maybe
about
I misunderstood.
Yes, I think you did.
Yeah.
Now let's get serious.
Are you? This book.
Yes, this book.
That's my book you have in your hand.
Yes.
Why do you face it toward yourself?
Is that what you want?
Yes, that's right. That's right.
Okay. Now it's called My Journey Through Show Business.
No, it's called It Would Be So Nice If You Weren't Here.
Then below that it says My Journey Through Show Business.
My journey. Through
Kind of an
show-
addenda.
Yes.
All right. Have you had an interesting journey through show business?
No.
Then why would somebody buy this? I mean, you tell a lot of anecdotes
I don't
about
know.
your
That's
early
why I have
years.
to come out here, for it. I have no idea why they should buy it. No, that's the thing that I'm most proud of that I've ever done in my entire career.
Now we're getting something.
All right.
See how simple it is? See how simple it is?
Do you care?
Yes, I
that
care.
That's the thing I'm most proud of that I've ever done in my whole life. My whole life. 20 years of which I've spent with you out here on occasion.
That's true.
On occasion.
Right.
It's my longest standing relationship in life outside of my mother and my brother.
How do you
It's
get along? How do you get along with your mother?
Very well.
Good,
Yes,
glad to hear
very
that.
well. My mother, my brother, and you.
Oh,
You are my third longest relationship I've had in my life.
well, obviously.
And when you're gone, and by gone I don't mean gone. I mean
Gone sounds like gone.
No,
to me.
I don't mean gone.
People
I
usually
mean,
say that when you're gone.
no longer on this show, and I'm sitting here with. I won't be sitting here when you're gone.
Oh, well.
From this show, I don't mean you'll be gone. You won't be gone.
Yeah.
No, we don't say that. Right?
Yeah.
Look how nervous everybody gets.
Well, why wouldn't you come here with whoever was going to replace me? I mean, you
I
wouldn't come back?
wouldn't do that. I wouldn't.
You're
do
loyal?
that. No, I am. I'm.
Don't you
I'm
do
loyal.
other shows at all?
Yeah, I do all the other shows.
Well, you see, you lied to me, didn't you?
Are you?
You lied to me.
Yes.
All right.
Are you proud of anything? No, I'm most proud of that book because
Right.
it tells what people have to deal with
Yes,
when
I'm
they go
proud.
into show business. What are you proud of?
That I didn't write a book like this. That's what I'm proud of. We're never going to get a straight answer a question out of you.
No, I'm
I am
serious.
con- and I
I'm
am
serious.
concerned.
That is what I'm most proud of.
It's a good book. It's a very entertaining
Have you read the damn book?
You betcha. I read the hard copy, which is very similar to this one.
You didn't buy it, did you?
What?
You didn't buy it, did
Of course
you?
I didn't buy it. I think I'd been $20. We'll be right back. Stay where you are.
You know what? I should really put you on a spot.
Why?
Because you'd never say no to me about anything. And you might have told Martina no to come up to the tennis. Yeah. But I think next year you ought to come up to the Aspen Club and do that. It's for good charity.
I know it is.
She's got a charity for children and the mental health.
I wanted to come there. I had something else that weekend. Right?
What do you mean you had something else? How could you?
I had another engagement.
All right, now you got a year notice.
Okay.
Would you come?
Sure.
That's it. Martina, John will be there next year. That leaves me out. Anyway.
I've been hornswoggled, folks.
Yeah.
Or snookered or whatever.
Anyway, I'm going to tell you 3 animal stories.
Animal stories, all right.
Yeah, okay. The first one is a guy's driving a car, and he's going about 40 miles an hour, and he looks out, and there's a chicken running alongside the car. And he looks, he don't believe a chicken, and he goes a little faster, and he looks, the chicken got 3 legs. See, now he hits 55. He don't go more because they hadn't passed the law yet that certain places you can go 65. 55, the chicken shoots in front of him, cuts in front of the car, runs up an alley. This is also farmer stories.
Yeah.
Yeah. He runs up the alley. Guy turns around, goes up the alley. Farmer standing with a bib overalls. Can I help you? He says, yeah. A chicken with 3 legs was going so fast that he passed my car and run up in your alley. He says, I know that. That's my chicken. I raise 3-legged chickens. He says, why? He says, do you like a drumstick? I do. Does your wife like a drumstick? She does. Or perhaps you have a guest. Maybe Ed comes over and likes a drumstick. Gee, I never thought of that. How do they taste? He says, we don't know. We never caught one. Now,
We don't know.
a woman from the city goes to the country and she's at a farm. This is an animal story.
I understand that.
With a farmer thrown in.
Okay, got it.
Okay. And she says to the farmer, why doesn't that cow have any horns? He says, ma'am, there are many reasons why a cow don't have horns. Now, some are a hornless breed, like Angus. They're a hornless breed. Some, they get old, we've been milking them, and after a while, they get sensitive to the touch, and they don't like it. And their horns, they can be a little rambunctious. We cut the horns off. It's no pain to the animal. And some, when they're just calves, we don't want them to have horns, and we put a few drops of acid where the horns would form, and there are no horns. But the reason that cow don't have any horns is because it's a horse. See, that had an animal and a farmer.
Very good, a combination joke. There.
Okay, this guy is hunting for ducks. He's not the farmer, right. And he's not the animal. The duck is the animal.
All right.
Bing! Shoots a duck. The duck falls. A lot of you people want to conserve ducks, and you're worried it's only a joke. The duck didn't really die. And you conservationists, I'm sure you're all pure vegetarian and don't eat meat or anything like that. And you're so worried, I hope a butterfly flies up your nose and you choke to death. So now, just a passing thought. Oh, and I hope afterward the butterfly escapes. So, laser cut cone right in your brain, and I can't think of anything but webbing. So, now this guy shoots a duck and it falls and hits a barn and goes into a guy's yard. So this guy he climbs over the fence and he goes into the yard and he's trying to get this duck. And this farmer come out, big guy, bigger than the guy with the chickens.
Big guy.
He says, what are you doing in my yard? He said, I come to get the duck. He said, that's my duck. He says, it's not your duck. He said, this is my yard. That duck fell, hit my barn. He's laying there. He says, yes, but it's not your duck. I shot the duck. I've been out hunting for a couple of days. He says, give me a break. You know, I'm from the city. You're from the city. Well, you don't understand about property, do you? It's my property. It's my duck. However, I'll give you a chance at the duck. We can settle this country style. He says, country style? He says, yeah. Well, how do you settle a country style? He says, how? I kick you in the groin. The guy said, oh. And then you kick me in the groin. And we take turns kicking each other in the groin. Who's ever left keeps the duck. The guy said, well, That's what I gotta do. The farmer says I go first, and he hauls off. Wham! And the guy goes, ha ha! Ha ha! Whoa! Whoa! Nina, 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 na, na, na. Whoa! Oh! 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 About half hour has passed, and he says to the farmer, well, I guess it's my turn. And the farmer says, you could have the duck.
That is
First time I ever see a duck have a drink.
God, that's a funny story.
You could have the duck. John, look at this.
Oh, yeah, all over.
It's so nice.
But
I went out and got a new suit.
Wasn't
for
it
the
worth
show.
it? Wasn't it worth it for that laugh?
No,
Oh,
John,
come on
it's
now.
not worth it. You know what they charge to clean a suit now? A lot more than you pay for this show. I'll tell you.
Oh, we got to do a commercial. We'll be right back.
They give me
That's
here.
right.
Look at
Stay
this.
where you are.
All right, you know who's here tonight? Of course you know who's here tonight. You just
We
told
announced it. I announced it, then you announced it.
It was a rhetorical question.
We had it on the board all day. I know who's here
Well, it was
tonight.
just that kind of a question. You know who's here?
Deserves no answer.
On September 10th, at the Forum in Los Angeles, Muhammad Ali is fighting a return match with Ken Norton, the first man who ever managed to really silence him. And he did that, as you well know, by breaking his jaw in that last fight. Would you welcome our good friend, Muhammad Ali? Now, champ, let me ask you this. How's your old friend Howard Cosell, by the way?
Oh, he's fine.
Yeah. How you feeling? You've been...
I'm feeling pretty good. I was wired
Last time I saw you on a show, you were talking like this.
Yeah, like a ventriloquist. I was wired up for about 4 weeks. It was supposed to be about 5, but I healed faster than an ordinary fellow.
Yeah. I guess you probably would. Yeah. Now, you know, you like to talk. You know, you're a loquacious type of fellow, and you come on here and you've been with us a dozen times on this show at least. How does it feel to have the jaw
waking
wired
up, going
shut?
into the hospital, and then they give you a needle, take the count from 10 to 1 backwards, and by the time you get to 7, you sleep.
Right.
And when I woke up, I couldn't move my teeth. And I got a mirror, and all my teeth were wired, and almost went crazy. Just the idea I couldn't talk.
That is...
But
Sound like Ed Sullivan when you do that.
I made it
You know
pretty
that?
good. I made it pretty good.
Yeah, I know you did. Does it feel pretty good now?
Yes, I have about 5 more weeks before I can take any punches on it, but I understand they usually heal ordinarily harder than they were at first.
Yeah. Now, didn't you have a problem with a tooth
Well, about 3 of my
breaking or something, or
bottom
what?
teeth are out. And what happened was it made the jaw kind of weak, plus my mouth was open. I was clowning one time too many, and I got hit trying to talk
Yeah.
during the fight.
Are you still talking to the opponent during the fight? I thought you
Sometimes.
gave that up.
Well, sometimes I do, but I said something, and this is what happened in the whole fight period. It's not been serious and playing and not living according to my religious teachings like I know I should. And I only look at this as a spanking, and this will make me be more serious, train harder, and not take people for granted.
Now, what didn't you do that you should have done?
Well, many things that I really can't go into, and it's not really for nobody but to know it but me.
Oh, well, I didn't want to be personal. You answer just what you want to answer. So, how'd you take nourishment? All liquid?
Well, yes, this has caused me to be a vegetarian now. I don't eat meat no more. All I eat is fish.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't think I could make it. I've met people who were vegetarians in the past, and I said, no meat, how do you do it? This is what we might think, but all my food was put in blenders. Like my wife would cook a pot of cabbage and then blend it up,
Yeah.
and it would come out like a milkshake, and all you have to do is drink it, the same thing.
Cabbage milkshake?
Yeah. And, you know, that type creamy, you know. Same with the corn and the, even fish with a little cream in it. And,
Well, you're not a true vegetarian, then. You do eat fish.
oh, yes, fish.
Yeah, but no beef or that type of animal
Right.
stuff.
So I'm going to see how long I can go, but I was surprised. I really feel better. I don't be as tired or nothing.
Now, how about your weight? Does that affect your weight a lot?
Well, I'm heavier now. I don't know why, but I haven't been training and just laying around the house and eating. But I have to start training about another week because this second time I'm going to really be ready. Norton is going to have to really watch out.
Yeah.
Because musically speaking, if he don't see sharp, he's going to be flat.
To think that's been inside you for 4 weeks with your jaws wired shut and you couldn't get that one out. What round in the fight did this broken jaw happen?
Second round. It was a hard thing.
That's incredible, and that you could even stay in a ring and have somebody hit you in the face with a broken jaw. I mean, that's just
realized
incredible.
if I did knock him out, I realized at that point, I didn't know if it was broken or not, but my whole system was off, and it's a bad, bad feeling. I mean, just to move your mouth, something's just broke. And moving and missing a punch or throwing a punch, you could feel the jaw just jumping around. And I had to go 10 rounds without getting hit on that jaw again. And I was surprised the next day in the hospital watching the reruns that the fight was as close as it was. In the 11th round, the fight was even. And the man who won the 12th round would win it. So he came out slugging. So for me to win the 12th round, I would have to stand there toe-to-toe, knowing I might catch a couple on the broke jaw. So my main objective was to retreat and just let the fight end. But with 18,000 people in the place and been seen in 40-something countries live and everybody on home television in America on Wide World of Sports and just quit, I couldn't dream of it. But I'm lucky and thankful that I didn't really get hurt seriously.
Now, what could have happened if he would have really, I mean, how bad could that have gone if he would have, you'd have fought and he'd have caught you several times?
When the jaws usually broke, it's both sides around the same point, but for some unusual reason, just this side was broken, not this one. And if I'd got hit with a hard punch from a 215-pounder, from a 215-pounder right on the end that was broke, he said could mean death probably, because it would just completely tear that bone all the way around.
Now, that's the first time you've really, in your career, even as an amateur and at any time, that you've really had an injury as such,
Not just an injury. This is an injury that's the worst injury any fighter could have and still be conscious. And some of them have been knocked out, and some have died, but to still be conscious and have the pain and to have a broken jaw, and ain't no injury no worse.
You know, I saw the repeat of the movie the other night with Kirk. I think we've talked about this on the show, but it still intrigues me because you're in the only sport I know, and a lot of sports writers wonder sometimes whether it's really even a sport, where two men come out and the express purpose is to injure the other man. I mean, in football, of course, the idea is to tackle hard and to knock him down. But your idea is to go out and really batter another man senseless or to knock him unconscious.
This is why my fights have been criticized, because I had Jerry Quarry in that spot, and I called the referee and stopped. I wouldn't do it. I had James Ellis in that spot. I had Buster Mathis. I had Floyd Patterson. And I've been criticized for not really knocking them out or hurting them, because it's not my purpose. My purpose is to win in any way I can, but not really to hurt him for life.
Well, I don't think any fighter wants to do that, but there's always that possibility, of course, when you have to hit a man as heavy as you guys are, that you can permanently injure him.
Well, I'd rather get hit with those gloves than some of these car drivers I see, and these hockey players, they pick up
I'll buy that. Yeah, maybe hockey is another game where the idea is to kill your opponent, having watched some of them.
Football can be rough, too.
Does the thought ever, I saw the replay of the motion picture by Kirk Douglas, Champion, where he played the fighter. Does that thought ever enter your mind, and you know it's happened to some fighters, when you get into a ring, that the possibility always exists that you could end in some kind of injury that would end your career or make you
I'm going to tell you something that you might not agree, you might not understand, but the worst thing I hate about my career is going to where I have to be. Like I'm on the college speaking tour now.
Right.
Richard Fulton, my college agent here in New York, he's always got some college I'm going to go to. And most time I can't do it, but we just went to Auburn, Alabama, Auburn University. I had to be at Howard Cosell roast dinner in Los Angeles last Sunday night. Sunday night. And the next evening I had to be in Auburn, Alabama, so we had to fly.
Yeah.
So I hate airplanes. I do it, but just the idea of this big thing going through there at 600 miles an hour through turbulence and rain, and just one thing can't happen. And yet it's mechanical, there's so many wires and switches involved, but if one thing happened, up there I'm finished. I never worry about boxing. And the pilot tells me, he said, how can you be a boxer? Are you frightened? And the planes are shaking.
I guess it's all relative, isn't it? So I guess if you're fatalistic about it that way, I guess you should be, because if you're going to fight, you can't have that psyche out all the time that I may get hurt.
Well,
while
I've
I'm
been
fighting.
hurt a few times. I've fell off motorcycles and I've had car accidents, almost got killed, but I've never been in a plane that did one thing wrong.
Well,
See, and I don't want to be in one, doing one thing wrong.
I'm with you. We're going to take a break here. Now it's time to find the answer to the question, what's a matador? We're talking with Muhammad Ali, and Jack Albertson's going to join us later, and Marty Brill, Marilyn May, and the amazing Kreskin. Does your wife ever pressure you to quit? Every movie I see, usually that somewhere along the line, the tearful wife comes up and says, you got to quit.
She don't like sports. She don't like sports, period, but she never worries until the last fight, and then she worried. For some reason, she knew my jaw was broke before the doctors at the X-ray hospital.
Your wife knew the jaw was...
And why, I don't know, but she did. But you just mentioned how many people are coming on. I have to start winning my fights because I used to come on last.
You always came on first.
No, you used to
Always
hold me
came
for
on
last.
first.
Always
No,
came
you used to
on
hold me
first.
for last.
Champions always come on
Used to have
first.
everybody come on and Muhammad Ali guest, and have everybody on first because everybody stays at home waiting to see me. Now.
Why don't you go beat up Kreskin?
So
You can beat up Kreskin, you can come on last. About your wife, she never says give it up?
Never.
Can I ask you a question? Now, you don't have to answer this because it is a little bit personal. But you, as a person who are a celebrity, you kind of have to give up a little privacy occasionally. And I only ask this question, not for shock value, but for example, and this goes way back in any athletic endeavor or wars. They used to say that the Romans, before they went into battle, the women could not be with the Roman soldiers before the battle. It weakened them. I've heard. That's true. You've heard. Now, I'm not, as I say, I don't want to be personal, but football players, they say we don't want women in training camps because it weakens the fire. Now,
same with boxers.
do you have to stay virginal as it is before a fight? I was only interested as an academic question. I'm not trying to check into your personal life.
A fellow as handsome as you are, and as popular as you are, Johnny Carson. I imagine if you walk down the street in Cleveland or Washington, New York, and if somebody see him, I mean, every day he's in everybody's house. Who don't know Johnny Carson? I mean, do you have much trouble with girls when you go out and you're trying to...
No, well, that's not the... Oh, wait a minute. Wait a minute. What kind of answer is that? That wasn't
Perhaps I can phrase it better for Mohammed.
Certainly.
How about you before a show?
At my age, I can't do it before I brush my teeth. I mean, I'd lose that much strength. I can't get the brush to go. You know what I meant.
Well,
Does it in any way sap your strength?
Well, we have a train. I just built a training camp in Deer Lake, Pennsylvania, about 20 miles out of Reading, and it cost me about some $170,000 to complete it. I have a log cabin, training quarters, big couple of bunkhouses, a restaurant, and we have horses, stables. And I built all of this just to get away from my wife.
Well, then you've answered the
Way
question.
up on the mountain. See, so...
There it is, every day, up and down the mountain. I'm making a joke. A little joke there. It's an old joke. No, you've answered the question. No, it was an honest question. I didn't mean to really dig into your personal life. So you're predicting that you're going to win this?
We have a fence around and wild dogs.
What?
Ain't nobody come in. So...
You want to stay with us a second, or do you have to run, or what? You can stay a while, or whatever you'd like to do.
If you're finished with me, I would appreciate going because I have a stop to make.
You got to get into training, and you've got to get to sleep and everything, don't you?
Not that quick, but I have another stop to make.
Do you? All right, the bout is September the 10th in the Forum in Los Angeles with Ken Norton.
Ken Norton.
And
I promise you the second time will be real different from the first time.
okay, that's promise. All right, take care of yourself. All right, thank you, Sam. Take care. We are back. I just explained to Ricardo, I don't want you to think that I'm cutting our conversation short tonight because I admire you too much, but we got a little behind time, and I wanted to devote a little time to this gentleman, which I think, I've been reading a lot of research on him, from the Stanford Research Institute and from the science section of the New York Times, a lot of publicity on this gentleman whose name is Uri, U-R-I, Uri Geller. He is from Israel, and he's been the subject of a lot of study and quite a bit of controversy. He says that he claims to have been born, as I understand it, with the power of having psychokinetic ability, which is the movement of objects by sometimes not touching them by the mind, but without any physical touching of the objects. He has been on shows where objects have bent, things have broken just by touching them. And he's most interesting. And I tend to be sometimes skeptical, which may not be fair to him. You should probably have an open mind on this. But I would like to mention that he will be at Houston, Texas on September the 20th, and New York City's Town Hall on the 25th. And we hope we're going to see some rather astounding things tonight. Would you welcome, please, Uri Geller. Nice to see you.
Thanks.
We have only met...
This scares me.
This scares you? Well, this is we just got some things together here, and as I said, as you progress and do what you want to do tonight, well, you can tell us what you would like to try, and we'll leave it up to you.
I'll try when I'll really feel up to it, okay?
That's what I understand. I have seen you on television before, and you say that sometimes you have to be in a certain frame of mind. You sometimes will pass on a particular experiment because you're honest and say, I don't feel it, or I am not getting the thought. Is that true?
That's true. I really have to be in the mood to do things and have them happen.
Mm-hmm.
And many times nothing really happens.
Right.
And it doesn't matter if I'm in front of 3,000 people or 10 people, I do my best. And of course I'm really talking about time now.
Mm-hmm.
For instance, if I had time to bend a nail, an hour, 2 hours, or unlimited time, then it'll happen in the end.
Mm-hmm.
And it's really not only up to my mood, but up to the people who are, watching it and wanting it to happen. And that's it.
Now, a lot of people, you run into this, I'm sure, all the time. Most people, if they don't understand something, tend to be very skeptical.
Yes.
It's the unknown. People always kind of fear sometimes the unknown. You say, of course, there's not any trickery involved in this. This is some kind of ability, or I think as you phrase it, a strength or power that seems to come to you or given to you?
I call it a sort of a power. I have no specific name for it.
Mm-hmm.
I know that things that are moved without touching them or bent are called psychokinesis.
Right.
And telepathy is telepathy. But there are no tricks here. If I do it, it's done with real powers.
Do you know of any other cases such as yours?
Well, I heard of many people who do telepathy,
Mm-hmm.
but you see, I'm also a skeptic.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, for instance, if you'll tell me that there is somebody you know and does it, I'll also want to see to believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm sure there are other people. I do not know if there are people who can bend them or break things, but I'm sure I'm not the only one. Maybe there are many people who have these powers and do not know of them, and it did not develop in them.
You are not saying, now, for example, people have always said a true test would be, I'm going to think of something, and the person turns around and says, you are thinking of. Then that would be incredible, would it not? If I had a particular thought in my mind or a particular episode that happened, and someone could tell me.
That's incredible. That's reading your mind constantly. I cannot do that.
Mm-hmm.
You see, I can only do things that you really concentrate on, studied it before, and really project it to me. I cannot sit right here or near you and know exactly what you're thinking about. Mm-hmm. I wish I could, but that's...
Now, this just means we're cutting away for a second because we get a little behind time, but we're going to have, I think, adequate time for you to try what you would like to try tonight, and I'm looking forward to it. I really am.
All right, good.
We'll take a short break, and we'll be right back. Here is the Cure ad, the bandage that sticks to its job. Watch. If you have just joined us, we are talking with Uri Geller, who claims and has performed some very astounding feats. We have a variety of objects sitting here. We have also, as per your request earlier this afternoon, and if you want to try that or whenever you feel like it, one of our staff members did some drawings which have been sealed in an envelope, and I'd like you to take your own pace when you feel like you want to try anything.
Right.
Do you want to try that particular experiment first?
When I'll feel for it.
When
Okay?
Sure. And now these objects out here are, we have some nails, we have some keys, we have, as you can see, some forks, we have some aluminum canisters. These are the type of aluminum canisters I guess a roll of film would come in. All of these objects have been supplied by us. You did not bring anything here at all. We have a small, what you would call a file box with a die in it, which I understand sometimes someone can place the die in the box and shake it up, and you have a very good law of averages in naming the number that is on the top spot of the die without touching the box or opening it whatsoever. So, would you like to try anything here?
Why don't you ask some more questions?
Want me to ask you some more questions? You have to kind
May
of
I
work
ask, when did you discover this power, your angel?
Well, I think I was really born with this power, and
But when did you discover it?
the first time I was about 7 years old, the psychokinesis power. I would concentrate on my wristwatch, and I could move the hands of the watch just by concentration. Just move them to a completely different hour.
You know,
And
watch would
then-
move to a different hour just by...
Yeah, a complete different hour. But then it wasn't always under my control. And then I noticed that later, I mean, it didn't happen all the same day, that one of the hands is bent inside the watch, which you cannot touch by hand. And that was the first time I ever discovered that these powers exist, and I sort of have them and can control them.
Are you feeling in the mood yet? Huh?
Wow.
More questions?
All right, let's...
What's the capital of South Dakota? No, I don't mean to press you.
Okay, let me see. As you know, I told your people what to bring. One of the experiments I did at SRI is finding a hidden object in 10 cans, of course. I did it repeatedly all the time.
Right. And we have 10 aluminum cans there and 10 over here.
I was already trying to concentrate on them, so I'll try
we
the water.
Now, since we have been gone, let me explain to the audience at home that he has not touched these objects in any way. They were brought over here by our property man. The table was placed here. And while we have been away, you have not touched them in any manner. I will verify that.
So I'll just move my hands over them, and if I'll feel for...
And one of them contains water of
I
the
like
10.
to do it the way we'll start eliminating the ones that do not have the water. That's the way I did it at SRI. That's the way I'll try to do it here.
All right, without touching them.
Without touching them, of course.
All right.
Why don't you pick out when I say take this out,
I
pick
take
it out.
Right,
So
of course.
that means there's no water in that. I'll try to go down. Now, what I do now is try to have a sort of a feeling where the water is.
Now you're not touching them at all.
You can see that I'm not.
Well, I don't trust me.
Okay, take this one out. There's no water in. Uh-oh. Careful. You must...
Sorry.
Wait, pick them very
Very
delicately
carefully,
out.
right.
Some people call it a sort of a water roulette. But pick gently the middle one out without touching
Take the
anyone.
middle one out. Remove that. Obviously, that is empty. Excuse me. I'm sorry, I did not mean to do that. I was trying to move over to get a better look.
He is really suspicious, I'm having a hard time with you.
I don't mean to be, Yuri. I really
No,
don't.
just keep looking. And I'm telling the viewers, if I miss, then I miss. I won't pass here. Usually I pass if I... Usually I pass if I don't feel for it, but if I'm wrong, then I'll be wrong. I'll also be a little disappointed, but that's the way it goes if I'm pressed. See, Johnny, what happens here, you can see that there's nothing put on here. I'm not
Yes, I understand.
trying to make it longer. I'm trying to feel. If there's no feeling, then I can't do it.
Mm-hmm.
That's it. Wait. Okay, let me rest a little, all right?
All right.
You know, I'm surprised because before this program, your producer came and he read me at least 40 questions you're going to ask me.
Well, I can ask you all kinds of questions if you'd like. If you'd like me to ask you questions.
I have to have time, and give me a little more time.
All right. Now we're gonna
touch it.
we'll cut away from a commercial, and I will verify, and everybody in the studio will verify that nobody will touch the objects. Okay?
Right.
Because I don't want to push it on that, but obviously we don't have unlimited time on a television show. I wish we did.
Okay.
Which one is the breast? Do you find your meals too routine? Watch closely and see how dinner can turn into a barrel of fun. We're back. How are you feeling, Ray?
Fine. I feel fine myself.
In other words, this is something you just have to feel, and you can't be pressed on
That's it. It can be pressed, and I'm sorry if that's it. Okay. Eliminate this one also.
Eliminate that one.
Good.
All right.
I already had my feeling on the first one. I feel something from it, but
You're not
I'm
sure?
not sure.
All right, you've got 7 more there.
Yuri?
Yeah.
Let me ask you something. If someone, like, suppose I felt that also, is that a supporting thing?
No, you see, because I have to come down to it myself. I mean, you can't choose for me. You see, there's actually, again, I'm saying there's no guesswork here.
But you mentioned something. You said if the audience helps you concentrate, if they help you think about
Oh yeah, it helps. I mean, it helps to a limited extent, but I am the one who will have to choose from here, not you.
Now, so in these demonstrations, Yuri, very often you say you do fail.
Oh, well, you
and
see.
do the audiences accept
let me tell you this.
Do they accept it?
Yes, you see, I don't force anybody to. First of all, I don't force anybody to come to my appearances and believe me. You see, there it is, and I'm trying to do and succeed. Usually, of course, I don't walk into an audience and they tell me, here, we laid down 20 cans, find it. I can't work that way. Neither at where I do the experiments. I have time, I sit down, you feel, do it. Now, in an audience, I feel much more free. I know that nothing will happen to me if it won't happen, but really to my...
Would you like to go on to the other experiment, the one where we made the... someone drew an object and it's double sealed in the envelope, or would you like to continue with this?
Well, let me try. This one is not over yet. I'm going to come back to
sure
it.
not.
Can you take this spoon in your hand?
Put this spoon in my hand, this one.
Take it and hold it like that. Hold it no, open it and put your other hand on it, gently, like that. Or I won't touch this. No, turn it back. Other will lift your hand, and lift your hand and put your finger here. Now, I'll put my hand over your finger. Tell me if you feel, and press it like, feel the whole. Tell me if you feel anything coming from my hand. You have here something written on your hand.
Yeah. It was a name that I didn't want to forget, yes. That I never used.
I hope I won't bend this man, whoever he is. What I'm trying to do is bend the spoon under his finger. Wherever.
I feel heat.
Good. Heat is usual. I mean, everybody has a sort of a body heat coming. Tell me if you feel anything. Tell me if you feel your hand somehow sinking into it gently. And I'm not touching him.
Yes.
Good. Okay, gently lift. I'll hold it here. Gently lift up. You see if it's bent there. Yes.
Yes, it is. It is.
Yes. It's bending more. Can you see it?
It is very much bent, I can say.
Well, where?
It was very
Now,
straight.
no, it was straight. I hope the camera can focus on this. Oh, it's.
Yeah. It does look like there's a slight
No,
bend in
it'll
it.
keep bending. It bends more. Usually, it bends more after it happens. And this is this is one of the thickest point of the spoon. Well, you can definitely see and feel it. And you felt it.
Yes,
sinking,
indeed.
so-
Yes, I did.
Okay, now, of course, this is not a big bend, Johnny. Before the show, one of your video man brought me a key, and I did it for him, completely bent to, I'd say,
He showed it to me,
40
yeah.
degrees. But there, I'll put it here, and it'll keep going. Look,
Do we have
there
to-
I had no,
Can we cut away again and still come back here?
yeah,
Okay, we'll be right back after another word from one of our sponsors. Gerard, we are back. Uri was telling me you don't feel what, strong tonight?
I don't
Is that
feel strong. It's not all tonight. Right now, I'm feeling being pressed, and then I can't.
Well,
I
I'm not
can't
trying
do
to
my
press
thing.
you. I really not.
No, you're only
I'm-
telling me, well, will you try that or that or that?
Well, I thought that was the idea of. No, I'm not. No, I'm not trying to put you down. I didn't mean that patronizingly at all, because I have seen you on shows, and I thought the idea was to show, if you possibly could, some of the things that you claim you can do, and I certainly don't want to press you. And if you don't feel like you can't do it tonight, or don't wish to try, I certainly don't want to make you feel uncomfortable. I'm not trying to be skeptical. I would love to see these things. I really would.
Right.
Is there anything else that appeals to you? Now, if I'm pressing again, well, for example, now you asked us before the show and this afternoon for one of our staff members to draw on a couple of cards and seal them in an envelope, which we have done.
Yes. Well, let me tell you again. This didn't bend much, and right now here I'm stuck. I don't feel for it more, so I don't want to be stuck either on an envelope. I'd rather tell you that many people are skeptical about these things. They see something happening, and then they want to see it closer and closer. There have been many people running and saying that they can duplicate what I do. Well, I can only say that if I'm on stage and people see me from far, they can always say that there is some sort of a sleight of hand or trickery here.
That's true.
But I've been working with science quite a lot, and by doing what you see here under controlled conditions, because this is not a controlled condition.
And what do you mean?
Well, this is not a controlled condition. What I mean is, for instance, in experiments, it's covered with bell jars, and there are cameras running, and many scientists looking at every point, although you're trying to do the same, but this is really not a controlled condition. But again, it's quite difficult for me, and I won't go on something that I don't feel strong for.
All right. Well, it doesn't leave us much, does it?
We do have 3 empty canisters.
Yep, we have 3 empty canisters there, and we have 7 over here,
And the bent spoon.
And spoon.
and a spoon that's got a slight bend in it. No, I'm not trying to be
It's all right.
patronizing at all. I wanted this to be of great success
Johnny,
tonight
I feel
for you.
very good. I feel very good.
Okay, we'll take a break and we'll come right back. Well, Uri, I don't want you to feel bad about this tonight. The monologue doesn't work every night either. And maybe
Thank
it's...
you. I don't feel bad about it. It
maybe
happens to me not once, but it happens quite a lot when I cannot perform and do things.
Would you like to try it again some evening if you want to?
Yeah, I
mean,
guess,
I'll be happy to extend an invitation to you.
You know, Johnny, just to finish that, this was quite an important appearance for me here tonight. And really, in other places, I felt real good. And I knew I could perform things. Because maybe this was and is an important appearance for me tonight, I might be blocking myself. And I want to tell you, you know, people ask me, are you nervous before coming in and sitting here? I was very nervous tonight, really. Maybe I can say my first time that I was really nervous appearing. I heard about you when I was a little kid in Israel. So
Well, look,
for me, it was important.
We'll love to have you come back again sometime.
Okay, thank you.
Really.
And don't be disappointed.
I will.
I'm not.
Okay, fine. Ricardo, thank you.
Yeah, Johnny, thank
Tomorrow night, Dom DeLuise, Edie Williams, the 3 Degrees, and swindle expert Bob Rosevsky. Good night.